97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.
The available data also shows increases in voters register in several constituencies, unusual increases in the voters register in several constituencies between 2008 and 2012. In general, if you see an increase in the voters register between two elections of a magnitude above 10 or 15% is high. I mean, if you are having more 15% increase in the voters register, what is the level of migration into the constituency? You know, even if you give birth to children, they cannot vote. So what will account for a 15% increase in the register? An increase in the voters register by 25% between two elections is abnormally high. But there are several instances of this we find in the data, above 25%. One cannot credibly explain, for example, how the voters register of magnitudes existing for above 40% can take place. 40% increase between 2008 and 2012. Where did the people come from? We used what we call facial biometric recognition technology. So basically you are trying to look at two people, you search the registers of both Ghana and Togo, and then the program will look at characteristics, facial recognition characteristics, look at the distances between the eyes, ears, and so on. Mr. Chairman, the system has found what we call potential matches of 76,286 potential matches. And we are presenting some of these samples. I should note that so far, Mr. Chairman, so far, we have only completed less than 10% of the search on the register. Less than 10% of the search. It's work that is ongoing. And we will soon begin work on the Ivorian register to check the western border as well. And then we'll look at Burkina Faso. The evidence is therefore incontrovertible that Ghana's voters register has been compromised. It is not a document we can rely on for free, fair, and transparent elections in Ghana. The case for a new register is overwhelming.
No, I think it's a very detailed presentation. I think what all of us need to see it to be is not a partisan agenda. Everybody needs to, first of all, understand the issues that are being spoken about, and then we all get on board to get a credible register so that all of us can be at peace with the results of whatever election.
Today we have presented evidence to provide a basis for ensuring that we have a clean register going into the 2016 election. We want to move forward, and that is why we are presenting this as the basis for the new register for the 2016 election.
This is a very, very serious matter, and I call upon civil society, the women's groups, the churches, the Muslim groups, and others. All of them, the farmers and the TUC, they own this country. This country is not owned by politicians. And the journalists, please make it a point to be inquisitorial. Because what has been presented to you go and see whether it is true or not. And then when you have seen all these facts, please act upon them, because the country belongs to all of us, especially the younger ones.
We are taking it to the village. We are taking it to the rural towns. We are taking it out there to explain to the people why we are calling for a register. And I'm sure that the new electoral commissioner and the group of commissioners will have to give an ear to this call, because it is important. The image of the electoral commission itself is suffered, and I think that they have a clear and a good opportunity to repair that image.